to my channel. Like, I'm so excited today. As you can see, new background, new setting, new quality, new sound, new everything. Like, I'm just so happy. Like, I don't know how to express it. I just want to say thank you to everyone who helped me get here, everyone who supported me, everyone who keeps praying for me, who keeps advising me. I take all of your advice. People have told me about my sound and my quality and the kind of videos I produce to make them more tailored to a specific niche or just to make them fun. Everything. I hear what everybody has been saying, and I thank you very much. All I need you to do is subscribe. It's free. Like, it's free. Just the red button down there. Just click the red button down there. It's free. Just subscribe, like, comment. The more you comment, the more you like, the more you subscribe, the more other people also get to see my videos, and the more I grow. See, so let's support each other. Alright, so today's video is a different kind of video. I'm not here coming to talk about people's lives and my life and blah blah blah. I'm going to do a quick eyebrow tutorial for people who are learning how to do their eyebrows. I'm also learning myself, so I'm not really like an expert or anything at it, so we are just learning together. That's why the video is called Let's Learn Together, blah blah blah, whatever I'll add to it at the end of the video. But yeah, that's basically it. So every time I post a picture and I have a good brow day, I get DMs asking, how do you do your brows, what do you use for your brows? It's just a simple routine. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that when I show you the products, you can see it more. And when I look down, it means I'm looking at my mirror, because my mirror is down here. So yeah, subscribe. Like, what are you waiting for? I'm waiting. If you subscribe, then I'll show you the rest of the video. So yeah, subscribe. Yeah, I know you have subscribed now, so yeah. So I'm going to show you the products. Most of the brushes I'm going to use are very accessible to you. It's from Yoshi Cosmetics. Whatever I'm going to use can be easily gotten. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so we've come in a little closer. As you can see, my eyebrows are already crooked. So these are the only brushes. Should I say only? They look like a lot, but these are the only brushes you need. This is the foundation concealer blending brush. So it looks like this. Then this is the concealer flat brush. Then if you use a gel or a powder, anything product for your brows, use the angled brush. Then everybody knows what this is, the eyebrow brush. So use the spoolie. I took a little off because I don't like how long it comes. So yeah, this is the spoolie. So these are basically the four brushes you need for your eyebrows. So yeah. I'm just fooling around. Like, I think I'll just cut that out. So these are the four brushes you need. Then if you're using a pencil, I use the regular 1CD pencil that they sell everywhere in number 135 or number 18. Either one of them I use and it works for me. It depends on how deep or how light you shade. So this works for me. Just 1CD anyway, maximum 2 CDs. And then if I also use a gel or anything, I use the sleek gel, brow gel and powder. So so if I use a gel, I use the sleek gel and powder. I don't have to buy 2 different products. It comes like this with some little brushes and things down here, but I don't use them. So this is basically what I use. Yeah, so this is the gel and this is the powder. So I'll do one brow with the pencil and one brow with the gel and the powder, so you see the different ways that you can do your brows. So yeah, that's it. Let's get to it. Oh yeah, I forgot. I use the LA Girl Pro Concealer. Everybody uses this concealer. This is very good, even though it makes me oily, but it's the cheapest, so I just use it. And I use it in beautiful bronzes, closer to my skin color than the rest, and I like it like that, so I don't have the white thing cast around my brows. And then I use this L'Oreal I don't think it'll focus, but it's a brow plumper, so I just use it to make my brows look more natural and to set it. Like when I comb my brows up this way and I use this, it stays up. So if I come in a wrong direction, I don't correct it, it will stay in that direction till the end of the till I clean my makeup. Then after I do all that, whenever I use like a cream product, use the powder to set it. So I either use my MAC mineralized skin finish in dark deepest, or I use my, it's a little dirty, but I use my Laura Mercier in translucent, well, yeah, in translucent deep, the brown one, to set around my brows, whether I do my foundation first or I do my brows first. So as you can see, I have like a light layer of foundation because I didn't want to come here all raw. So yeah, let's get to it. So I don't know which brow I'll do with the pencil and which one I'll do, but when I'm done or when I'm doing the tutorial, you'll see. So let's get to it. So yeah, we are back. So yeah, my eyebrows look like they're already done, if I should say so myself. Stacy hooked me up. Like anytime she touches my brows, well, not anytime, but when she started learning, but anytime she touches my brows, they're just perfect. Like my brows are different. Like the brow bone.
Is it I?
That's why it's drawing. I'm not coloring. It's not creative art. So we just draw like here.
Is it I?
Just do everything. Yeah. So I get my concealer and I always do this. I put it on my hand like this. Yeah. And then I go in. Oh, too close, you can see. And then I start from the middle, because if I start from the beginning, there's too much product on the brush for the beginning. So I start from the middle with a straight, precise line. Then I go to the front. So I use a magnifying glass sometimes, but today I'm not, so that's why I'm straining. But I just follow my natural brow line. And that's the mistake. Don't try and draw your brows like somebody's brows, because everybody has a different bone structure, a different brow, hair, something. So don't see somebody's brows and want to draw the same thing. Like, not everybody has the same brows. So I just neaten them up like this. And then I go in with my concealer blending brush and I just blend. Yeah, so I just blend like this. So you can decide to leave it like this if your top part is perfect or that's how you want it. But sometimes for more precision, I go to the top just like this. Follow the brow to the end, just this way. So I just blend them out. Just blend and keep blending so you don't have the white, the concealer line. Or if you are doing your foundation after your brows, you put your foundation there and just blend so it looks pretty normal, natural. Yeah, so this is the finished product. Then I go in with my brow gel to set the hairs in place, because sometimes the hairs can, let me zoom in a little more. Sometimes the hairs can go out of place, so I just do this and then I brush. I brush all the hairs in place. I don't know if you can see the difference. It makes it look more natural and more like hair. So as you can see, this side is looking a little bit darker. Yeah. So this is how, when I do a pencil look, this is how I go. It's a little washed out because I've not figured out the settings on my camera yet, but it's much darker than what you see. Yeah, so this is how I do my natural everyday brow. When I'm not talking, it's actually very fast. I forgot. So if I go in with the same blending brush, go in, yeah, into this, and I just set around my brows. Wherever I put the concealer, I just set it so it doesn't get oily and doesn't move, because I have pretty oily brows. And when I use a pencil, it gets less oily, so I don't prime my brows first. But I'll show you what I do when I'm using a gel. Yeah, so this is my final look. If I don't like how it's looking, sometimes I just go in with a spoolie. Just, yeah. So we are going on to this brow. This is my good side. This is my good brow, and this is my difficult brow. As you can see, it's struggling. So here I first brush like this. So I use this, my Becca Evermatte primer. It doesn't really work on my face because it still gets me oily. Like, it's supposed to be the best. I've zoomed in too much. The best primer, but it doesn't really do anything for me. So I use them for my brows. It's good for my brows. Actually, very, very good for my brows. So I take just a little size like this. Then I rub it between my fingers. And I just do this. So it prevents my brows from getting oily throughout the day. The day I want it like a beat face, it's not good if I use milk of magnesia. That's the only option I have. And I comb again, brush. So here I go in with the angled brush. As you can see, it's at an angle, it slopes upwards. Then this part of the gel, this, and you can be as, you see how I was precise with this I just go in wherever I go, because I know I can conceal when I'm done. So I just draw the outline. As you can see already, mistakes already. So I just draw the outline. And then I use the rest of the products in the brush to fill the ends. As you can see, this is a little darker because of course the product is darker. And then I use a very light hand and go in the front and stroke up like this so it looks like hair. Very lightly, like I don't even do it so deep, like it's not even visible. Very, very lightly. I don't know if you can see now. Yeah, see, looking like hair. Yeah. So I just do this. Then I take my spoolie again, and I just brush all the product into my brows, and then I go in and set it with the powder. So I just go and I just tap, or you can do your hair like strokes, but you can tap and then use the spoolie afterwards. It's still the same thing. And I use more of the powder in the beginning because the powder is lighter, so it lightens up the beginning. powder for controlling oil, honestly. So I just dab in it, tap the excess off, and then I just I just powder. I just powder, tap the excess off, powder. And I go in with my spoolie again, brush the hairs, and then back with the brow gel. Glam, not glam, everyday glam. And I just go in like this. Yeah. So yeah, this is what I do. So just basically my pencil and my brushes for this. That's all I use for this. Well, and my concealer, and then these brushes and my brow gel for this side. So yeah, that's it. I don't know if you can see. Let me zoom in. Yeah, so basically this is what I do all the time. Just simple, nothing too deep. Yeah, that's it. I'm taking pictures for my thumbnail. So yeah, just this. That's all you need for your brows. Like honestly, that's all you need for your brows. So yeah, it's a simple routine. You don't need to shade, draw, do everything. You just, and I mastered this in a year, so we are all still learning. So if you are not an expert at anything, don't worry, we are all still learning. I still don't really know how to blend my eyeshadow well to avoid flashback. There's different things, so we all learn together in this mini series I have. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe as we've come to the end of the video. Give a thumbs up, share with your friends so that they watch. If you know your friend has struggle brows, send it to her and let her watch, and yeah, learn some few tricks and this thing. Oh, and I forgot one trick. Let me zoom in back. If it's looking very boxy in the beginning, all you have to do is go in with your concealer brush, remove the excess product. Don't dab into more product here. Remove the excess product, then go in and draw like hair-like strokes right here. So right here, then draw like hair-like strokes, so it lightens the boxiness on the front here. It's not really boxy here, but I'm just showing you. So the concealer basically lightens so if it's boxy, it just lightens it up. That's all. These brows are set, like they are not moving, like the hairs are not even moving. So yeah, that's it. So we've come to the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, like, share, everything. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you continue with me on this series. Thank you, love you, and bye.